Welcome to Deep River Farm, folks. Look at that right there. Ain't that something? We got a full moon tonight. I mean full. Shining right off the water here. Ain't that something, folks? What a sight. What a sight. Clear skies. Time to feed the chickens. Wanted to make my way down here to the water's edge this morning so I could show you this. And I don't know how many deer was down here. They started blowing and running off. But that's all right. Fed them a bunch of apples yesterday that come out of the mountains. Guy said my apples ain't as good this year as they have been, but I got plenty of deer apples. But the rest of them hit and miss on what you can get. Said all the rain has messed his apple crop up. But he said I got plenty of deer apples. Well, folks, this morning we wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up on what's taking place. Been talking with Brother Bud on the phone and text and everything, and he said that they were trying to get 500 propane tanks filled and ready to go. And he made his first run Saturday, up into the mountains to one of the relief centers. And I think that trailer carries 103 bottles. So him and Brother Phil out of the Bethel church made a run up and carried those propane bottles, and he got a video out on where he took it. I'm going to attach that to this video so you folks can see where a lot of your donation money is going. And as we talked on last night's video about the relief centers, seeing people that they've not seen before, they coming out, they're out of food, and they're having to help, and they've been surviving all this time with people not even knowing they were around. And they're living in tents, they living in their sheds, they living in molded and mildewed homes, and they won't leave their land. They scared that social services will get the children if some of those folks come out. So they're just completely avoiding, as long as possible, the general public. And you can't blame those folks. But I'm going to show you a picture or two here. Brother Bud with his trailer slammed full of propane. Him and Brother Phil have been carrying this up into the hills. Well, we've got some of them deer apples they spoke of. We got them out here for the deer. And hey, look at there, they've been in this tonight. Had that smoothed out, full of corn for our deer. We feed our deer up here. This time of the year, they need a little extra. The acorns hadn't failed yet. And the greenery that they're eating on, the hedge and honeysuckles and things like that, it's they're kind of gone. Now the hedge leaves are still there, but the honeysuckles are gone, and some of the wild berries are gone. So this time of the year is critical for them to store up some fat for the winter. So we feed them. Give them a little help here. Use feeders and things like that. We made them a big old feeder here. Got a roof on it and all that good stuff. And that way they can mosey in and eat them a bite or two or three or whatever they want and go with it. Now on one end of the spectrum, you saw the moon over the river there. And on this end of the spectrum, the sun's getting ready to pop up. And we're just kind of waiting on that to happen. Boy, you know that moon's bright. Look at that, folks, shining right through the trees here. We're getting ready to feed the chickens, the quail, get their day started off. Let old Rudy out. Let's go in and see if we can see old Rudy. Remember me telling you, Rudy's king of the roost here. This is his arch rival here as well. Rude, what you got going on this morning? You got anything to say? Well, we got us one here. We're gonna get the cut up here. Might start on that this evening. Get that log cut up. We got another one down in the old road bed down there we need to cut up. These old hurricanes, they tend to push the trees to the limit. Now we got this old big one leaned off across here. That one fell during Hurricane Debbie. And it's hung in a tree, and we hadn't got to get it brought down to the ground yet because it's too dangerous. We've been hoping it would just go ahead and rot and fall on its own, but that has not happened yet. Then we got this tree here that's dead. Got to bring it down. Gonna be a lot of good firewood right here. Now this one here, well, is seasoned. It's just down and dead. It's been dead for about 3 years there. So it's seasoned and gonna be ready to burn. Well, I can give you a little bit of report on how my wife's uncle's doing. You know, he's the one that was responsible for helping getting Project Santa into Western North Carolina. Me and my son went down yesterday and kind of checked on his fencing and things for his goats and all that good stuff. He's got a friend from church that's been coming over to help him feed the goats during the day and everything, and which is a good thing. I live about 45 minutes from him, and so when we go over, we spend quite a bit of time helping him do stuff and feeding his goats and all that good stuff. And I was down there yesterday and I was looking at his wood pile. Now he heats with wood. Got a big wood stove in the basement of his house, and that's what he heats with. And his wood pile's looking low. So we're gonna try to get some of this wood we got cut up here. Gonna cut up here at Deep River Farm and get that cut and haul it down there to him. And that way he won't have to worry about it. He said he was hoping someone from his church would be able to help with some firewood, since he is not in good enough health to do that. The main reason yesterday he wanted us to come down was we needed to feed the deer, and he's he's still planning on doing himself, getting out and being able to do things, but he wanted us to put his apples out and stuff that we got, and get everything ready. And he likes to watch the deer, so we got that stuff done for him. He's ready to go on that end. He's got about 5 more days of 2 antibiotic treatments a day, and then he goes back to the doctor to have him to look at that foot again, and hopefully everything will be about healed up for him. He's that he can't lift nothing with that pick line in that he uses to take that antibiotic treatment, so that's one thing that's holding him back. Well, folks, we're gonna get ready and head up the road here and try to get everything done at the place of employment, and we're gonna come back this evening. We'll grill a little bit of chicken, and then we're gonna start cutting up some wood. Get that one that's laying on the ground first, and then we're gonna try to tackle that one that is standing and get it cut down sometime this week and start getting it blocked up and ready. Well, folks, we got some more information coming, and we appreciate you joining us today. And we're working on trying to get these propane tanks in place. Like I said, Brother Bud carried, I believe it was 103 tanks. I believe that's what that trailer hauled. And he brought back the empties, a full load of empties back from up there. And so those will get refilled. You'll have a lot of propane filling to go on, and as they're moving around, I think he said the next stop was going to be Cry with a load of propane. And I'm sure Colton will probably have some empties, as he's telling everybody to bring your empties in, and that way you can get a tank or two, and everybody will be able to, it's getting cold here in the mornings, folks. It's now here this morning it's 55. It wasn't too bad. Get up around Mount Mitchell and those locations, folks, it's 10 degrees cooler a lot of times up there. And you know how all the dew is this time of year. It's heavy, especially in the mountains, so it's damp, wet, and cool. And that just sets yourself up right there, if you're in a tent, all that moisture and stuff, everything's wet. And that's one of the problems, how all this mold and mildew just continues to grow on these houses, where people can't get materials in there to fix them because their bridge is out. That just creates more problems for these folks. And some of them probably gonna lose their house to mold and mildew because they can't get their materials over there to fix them. Well, folks, we're gonna wrap it up for this evening on the Deep River Farm. Not a lot right yet to report again on the Western North Carolina. Check out those relief centers, and we're having to have a major food drive. They're about out in all the relief centers except for B-Log, and we're trying to let everybody know. And you're going to see the relief center Amazon gift registries at the end of this video. That way, if you folks would like to donate, you can donate, and that stuff ships directly to the relief center. And Holly's got all those updated, and the relief center directors have told Holly exactly what they need. She's went into the registries and stuff and looked at all this stuff, and to make sure they got the quantities and everybody can get what they need. Well, folks, thank you for joining us here this evening on Deep River Farm, and we'll see you on the next video. Hope everybody has a blessed day.